Coach, thoughts on that game?
Well, I really loved how we started. That was the best first. That's the best first quarter we've had up to date, and I really challenged our kids to come out and be aggressive. And we spent a lot of time going against the zone the last few days, and I thought we locked into the game plan really well. And super excited. Got to play a lot of different lineups. Some of those were my airs, just getting the right people in the right places. So some of those waves of scoring for the other team sometimes were a product of my combinations, and so we'll work through some of that.
Some of the stuff we talked about in the pregame interview was that fast start that you talked about. You go into halftime with a 38-21 advantage after holding Portland State to just 4 points in that second period. I mean, your defense today did exactly what we talked about in the pregame. They were stellar and stepping out and taking away the three.
Yeah, and that's a key for us. You got to hang your hat on your defensive end of the floor, and we can do that. This group has learned in the first 9 games, now 10 games, how to do these things, and we're growing. We're just continuing to grow, and I'm really pleased with that end of the floor, knowing what to take away, how to take it away. They made some halftime adjustments, and then we had to come back out and make some other adjustments, and I thought we handled that out of the next time out pretty well.
But you really held them on the three-point line. They shot just 2 of 9 behind the arc, and they really went away from it in the third and fourth period because you were taking it away from them so much.
Yeah, and that was a big key for us, was to take away the three-point line because they're so prolific there. We've gotten great opportunities through the non-conference. That's one of the things I love about the non-conference, is to really challenge us so that when they get to the conference, it's not something they haven't seen. They took away, Lexi Hull from #1 Stanford, and they took away, Natalie Cho from UCLA, and so they've done it, and my hope is that gives them confidence. Even if they don't win the game, they've done it at a high level, and they can do it, and we did it tonight.
And you out-rebounded this team 42-35. It was close at halftime, but in that second half, you really out-rebounded them. But what jumped out to me was the offensive rebounds, 15 offensive rebounds that turned into 20 second chance points for your team.
Yeah, and that's a big area for us. Alicia Davis and Allie Meyer really spearhead us on that end of the floor. And, Alicia was a little shaky starting this game and just not quite in rhythm, a little frustrated on the offensive end. But in that second half, we gave her that second chance, and she came in and did what she did after she settled down.
How about 2 players in the 20s with Michaela Eisenbart and Bridget Hintz? Both at halftime were shooting the ball perfect and then come out a little bit slower, but both finished with 20-plus points, Eisenbart with 20 and Hintz with 21.
Well, when you can score on the inside and you can score on the outside, it makes it tough. It makes life, and that's really been our design of the whole year, is to try to be able to, can we score inside one-on-one, and then can we kick it out? And then it's just hard. How do you play us? If you take a gamble and you risk double teaming us, we've got kickouts and ball reversals and threes. And today was a good testament to us just moving the ball and working together and being on the same page. And just really proud of those two, because they were frustrated coming into this game that their scoring hadn't been there. So I'm just happy for them. They work hard, they spend time on their game, and for it to pay off was really exciting for them.
Yeah, Bridget Hintz with that little baby hook that she's got in the lane now. I mean, if she can keep that up, that's really going to be a big shot for her going forward in conference. And then Michaela Eisenbart coming back with her second start of the season, just knocking down the splash threes when they needed.
Yeah, and we need that from her. And without a doubt, she's super efficient there. When she can post feed and you can score inside, it just makes it really tough. And we needed a game like that from her, and I thought Alex played really well in the passing lanes, just played veteran basketball. Even our freshmen came in and just did some nice things as well. I'm pleased with the whole team. We had really great focus right after the break, and the kids came back, stayed in shape, and that shows, their willingness to work for each other and with each other.
One last question, Coach. The one other thing that we talked about in our pregame was the turnovers, and you finished with 13 turnovers. It's up there, but it's not where you average as a team. But they finished with 20 turnovers, so you're +7 on the turnover margin. That's got to make you happy with the way your defense played today.
Yeah, we're progressing. Some of the errant passes or travels that we had are just some silly mistakes, I think. And, they weren't as many passing, but there's some double dribbles and there's some, travels here and there. And obviously we've got to continue to clean that stuff up. And we will. We'll keep working on it, show it on film. But pleased with just the overall ball movement and sharing the ball today.
All right, Coach, now you go on the Montana swing to Montana and Montana State. Good luck on the road. We'll see you back here on the 9th of January when you welcome in Weber State.